Peace family, I hope you guys are happy and healthy and doing well. Welcome to our May garden tour at Mommy's house. It's gonna be a quick one because it's getting hot and I'm running out of battery in my phone, but it's gonna be beautiful, so let's check it out. We'll start over here by the big bed. We have the Alubu coming back strong. We've got a couple of seeds sprouting out in here. I've got my green okra. This is a green okra. I think that's a green okra. I had a kabocha squash that popped out back here, but I think it dried out. I might try to plant the seed at home and then bring it over bigger. I also have a pigeon pea popping out, but it is so small. I don't think you guys will be able, you might be able to see it. There. Over here we've got our basil still growing and doing well by the trellis. You can see some weeds are popping out that I will need to get out. My pepper is doing well over here. For now, I'm leaving this sweet potato. We'll leave it there for now. So the transplanted peppers are all doing well. Last week, I transplanted this little tomato, and he didn't have roots, so he's still trying to make it, but he's not dead. So we're going to just keep hope alive on that one. Our Armenian cucumbers are doing really well over here by the trellis, and I still don't see any of my flower seeds popped out over here yet. Still hopeful for those. We've got basil popping out over here as well, and then all of the burgundy okras are doing really well, so I'm excited for that, and I'm gonna keep planting in here as time goes on. These Alubu are doing great as well, and I'm planning on trying to plant a watermelon there. I did that our first year here in this garden, and it worked out really well, so I'm going to try again. We did spray last week, I think it was, so I just need to get these leaves off of here now that there are some new leaves on this collard green. I try not to make it fully naked so it can recover, and then this little one is starting to come along as well. You can see the ice cream melon doing better now that it has a little more space, and our Ethiopian kale is just still alive. I think it's probably going to make more flowers, and I'm hoping that eventually it will give us more greens, even if it just stays alive until the fall to give us greens. I gotta step back because the collard greens are just doing the absolute most, and I'm really just waiting for some or enough of the seeds to dry out so that I can save them for seeds before I cut it all back. In the meantime, I've just been kind of cutting stuff that's like all over other things. So like I'll probably cut this back some because we still have our celery down here. You can see the roselle here is doing well and wants to do better, but the greens are just all over it right now. So we're working on it. This is a rosemary, Mommy says, but I really think it's a lavender. But it smells like rosemary. Let me smell it again right now. It smells like rosemary. It smells like rosemary and looks like lavender to me. That's Mommy's tomato. It is doing well. I did tie it up some last time I was here, but you can see it is producing tomatoes, so we are excited about that. I need to revamp over here. What was in here died, what was in there died. That was a blueberry. What was in here died. Oh, and ants are moving in here. That's what happens when it rains. I've been just dumping the leaves that I've been pulling off there. So this is great and not so great. You can see I've got a weed just growing all up in here. You can tell when the gardener hasn't paid attention to a particular plant. But if you look closely, we do have blackberries producing, and I didn't get a chance to prune this blackberry, so I definitely need to do that next time. We also have the blackberry making its own blackberries over here. I'm just realizing right now that somebody cut the sugar cane. Look at this. Well, the sugar cane in the front look good. I don't know who cut the grass. Guess I gotta have a meeting about that. Aluba's looking good. Okay, don't know what happened here either, but I got something planted here. Not sure if he will survive because it's like stuff is just being thrown without watching out. Okay. I think they're trying to recover. If you guys watched my last video, there were a lot of wasps out here, so I didn't get to fully finish what it was I was trying to do. But this one already, to me, is looking better than the last video. Just cutting a lot of those worms out and then spraying is giving it a chance to recuperate. And then I come back and cut off the raggediest looking leaves. So not today, but I definitely will be doing that some more for these other two. I just ran out of time and opportunity last time. There's a bunch of onions planted around those. You can see that's not really helping with the worms, but it is good for onion tops. And then our Mexican sunflower is looking great over here. I'm supposed to be putting moringa over here. I haven't done that yet, but the mint is really coming up, which mint loves to do. Okay, so my little purple island kales on this side are doing well. They're starting to get a little bit bigger. I'm not sure if this is a weed or something that mommy planted, so I'm not gonna touch it. I'll just check with her. This is water leaf. These are it's like a Nigerian spinach. I can't remember the name of it. More water leaf. So over time I will have this whole side mulched just like the rest of that. Okay, and then we've got oregano over here up under the grape. I'll step all the way back. The grape is everywhere. It's all over the fence. It's all over the outside. There's another video where I show you guys the outside. It's growing up on the house. And there are grapes all in here. I am coming over with organza bags. Probably next time I come over here to cover these grapes up so that the birds and the wasps and all the buggies and stuff, squirrels, don't eat our grapes. But it is really an abundance of grapes and we are super grateful. Mommy's got some garden eggs planted over here in some pots. And then if I step back, it's the peach tree. So we ate all the peaches, but doesn't the peach tree look amazing? Looks happy and healthy. It's doing well. We're praying for more peaches next year. And up under it, we've got lamb's ear. Over there is my echinacea. They did survive. Happy about that. I've got a bell pepper here and then onion there. And then over here, I really need to cut this comfrey back. It's almost all you can see in this bed. We've got yarrow here up under it. And the yarrow looks like ready to harvest. And I still have a pomegranate under there. To be fair to the comfrey, the pomegranate wasn't really growing before the comfrey kind of took over this bed anyway. And we're thinking about replacing it. So yeah, that's what's up with that. And I did plant this turmeric in the fall. So looks like it popped back out. Super excited about that. And then I've got walking onions over here in the back. So I do need to get into this bed and do some cleaning up for sure. Then over here, I think she has more garden egg. This is a raspberry that I brought over here. I think we got this one at Tractor Supply. And it's doing well. And then over in here is kind of like the little nursery. So we have sweet potato slips popping out. Probably some basils will be coming out. of there soon. Over here are some of the trees still waiting to be moved. Sorry about that, guys. 2 of our giveaway trees are still here waiting to be moved. This one is the Santa Rosa Plum. It is still looking good. And then this one down here is the Red Baron Peach. Red Baron Peach. It looks like it's got some new growth on here, which is not what we want, actually. So I'm probably gonna clip that off. But it is still looking healthy as well. And then the fig, this was another giveaway. This is a brown turkey fig. It is starting to try to make figs before even being moved. It is waiting to be moved as well. Over here, we have more comfrey, of course. And I do love this comfrey getting bushy like this, because over here I'm not able to make as much of my liquid fertilizer and stuff like that. And so I rely heavily on this comfrey. I'm always dropping it everywhere to continue to fertilize the garden. So I don't really mind it being bushy like this. It encourages me to prune and it encourages me to fertilize. Anyway, we've got a pepper. Oh, and it's already starting to make a pepper. This is a bell pepper here. And then I'm actually going to pull this one out today. This is a volunteer cayenne pepper. So I grew cayenne peppers over here last year. And this one volunteered. And I want to take it and put it in my garden. Mommy doesn't love the cayenne peppers as much anyways. So I let him get big enough to where I felt like he could move. And I'm going to go ahead and move him probably today. We've got a blue bonnet up under here trying to survive under the ants. The ants are really bad in this bed. And I just need to come back and do my orange oil and stuff. The pineapple guava has been doing amazing, you guys. Since it moved, it's had lots and lots of new growth. We've also seen flowers. I don't know if I can find a flower now. Or maybe a flower used to be right there. But it had maybe 2 or 3 flowers on it. I do need to cut this comfrey back though, so I will be doing that. But I think it's happy and healthy since the move. I'm excited. I'm hoping to get fruits maybe by next year. I'm not gonna say this year, but maybe by next year we can get some fruit. This bed has not been worked on at all, as you can tell. I need to get over here and weed, throw some compost. We're supposed to be redoing these trellises so that we can get more cucumbers probably planted over here. So that's going to be great. The longevity spinach is back. I'm about to start pulling some of these out so that I can have plant starts available for people locally, and also I can mail some to you because this is such a great vegetable to grow. It's so easy to grow. It's so good for you. It's easier to grow than regular spinach from seed. Comes back every year. I have no complaints. This was a blood orange. It's not anymore. Everything growing off of it is coming from the rootstock, but mommy told me not to pull it out, so I didn't pull it out. This is not my garden. Okay, I just take orders. I just work here. And then this is Mommy's okra that we moved a while ago. I don't know when, but I put them in the grow bags and we moved them over here to this side. And so far they're doing well. They will climb. There's other stuff over here, so it's kind of hard to see how well they're doing. But they're doing well. And last but not least, Mommy planted this bed out herself, you guys. I didn't do any work over here. Besides, you know, composting in place and stuff like over the winter time. Just trying to get the soil to a better place. These look like maybe peppers. That looks like maybe parsley. She might have just dropped a bunch of seeds in here. Oh, that looks like parsley too. Maybe all of this is parsley seeds. I'm not sure. Actually, these kind of look like basil to me. Still not sure. But the tomatoes seem to be doing well so far. This rosemary is doing well so far. And this tomato is doing well. It's actually starting to produce. So your comment below. Go ahead on, Mommy. Plant that garden. Because she be out here. She be out here and I'm proud of her. So thank you guys so much for coming to our May garden tour in Mommy's garden. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.